Hey everybody, welcome to Power Rangers Jungle Beasts, Episode 2, Mapinguari, and luckily I kept everyone muted except for me just long enough for Maddie to stop talking. Because if there's one thing I know about Maddie, it is that she likes to start a conversation right as I'm about to hit the live button where everyone can hear us.
Yep. I do not sit still well.
So, guys, as a quick
Be like that.
recap of last time, most of our group, David, Claire, Bonker, David, Claire, and Gary, were on a boat
Hi.
tour up into the Black River, which is so named because it has black water as opposed to the reddish water that comes down from the south. Whatever, it's a whole thing about geography. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they're going off into the jungle, and while there, they have a spaceship buzz past them. They decide to go investigate. And what should happen? But they end up finding out that there's some weird aliens where they probably shouldn't be. The aliens then attacked, at which point Bonker showed up and morphed immediately into his Red Ranger form, being our first morph of this game. And the others were given their morphers by curiously large monkeys who are definitely outside their natural habitat and with little glowy eyes. Actually, it was one monkey, but whatever. At which point they were able to morph, and then they were teleported into the monitoring station by Zelkar. However, we're not starting with them. We're starting the new character, Timmy Sturgis, who is not a ranger, at least not right now. So, Jordan, why don't you say hi to everybody since you are brand new here? Just introduce yourself real quick, and then we will jump into a scene with Timmy. And after that, we will jump around to some other scenes.
Alrighty. Hi guys, I'm and the Jord said. Most people just call me Jord or the Jord. You might know me from World of Akala, used to be Globers and Goblins. You might also know me, you might have seen me on NC Toon streams. I kind of frequent them, not so much anymore, but yeah, I'm just excited to be here. And you said give a little bit about Timmy as well, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Well, Timmy is just he recently graduated high school. He travels the world with his dad, who's a scientist, and they have been looking for a cure for Timmy's mom's mysterious illness that's left her bedridden and in immense pain. Timmy just he's a social butterfly from growing up in so many different areas. You know, his dad would travel from place to place. It didn't really matter where. If he got a clue to something that could help, he'd go there. And yeah, with his dad being a busy man, Timmy was left as the caretaker, and he takes care of his mom, makes sure she's like fed, has her medication and all of that. And yeah, he's kind of a joker. He likes to deal with tough situations with humor, and you know, he's just all around an excitable, friendly guy that doesn't put too much investment into relationships because he sees people as temporary.
Oh,
Okay. Well, we are actually going to start up with Timmy, who is in his. It's the morning, waking up in the hotel room that he's got with his dad here in Manaus, Amazonas, in Brazil, which is the capital of the geographically largest state in Brazil, although it is certainly not the most populous one. And you guys are here to help research some local plants to see if there's anything that might be able to help your mom. And so your dad wakes up, go about your little morning routine, and your dad says, "All right, Timmy, I have a meeting with the botany professor at the Federal University of Manaus. So, tell you what, why don't you hang around? I'll tell you what, here's 300 reals, and you can go and I don't know how long this is going to take, but go do whatever you need to in the city, go get some food or something, and when we get back, hopefully I'll have something that we can work with. But yep, I'll see you later."
Yeah, sure. I give my dad a hug and thank him for the money, and I see him out, and then
Okay.
as soon as he's gone, I'm gonna throw some shoes on, throw on a nice form-fitting t-shirt, and basically start jogging downstairs. I don't take the elevator because I'm healthy.
There you go. Out of curiosity, what color is that T-shirt?
I'd say it's yellow.
Okay, just wondering,
Yeah.
just in case.
Right.
All right, so it is a nice morning. It's about springtime, so it's starting to get a little humid around here. There's going to be rain showers every day, sometimes twice a day, because I mean you're literally in a drained section of rainforesty, swampy area.
Right.
So it's hot and humid, but right now it's reasonably sunny, and there are people wandering around. There are street vendors. So what does Timmy do on his first day, new country, new city? But he's here for rather unfortunate reasons, so it's not just a vacation. So what's Timmy up to?
He's one of his favorite things to do in a new city is to try to find the restaurant with the longest line and wait in line to see what the food at that place is. So he's just gonna wander around for a little bit looking at like street vendors. Maybe if there's somebody with an extraordinarily long line, he's gonna pop over there and see what all the fuss is about.
Okay. So you find a place that's doing, the Brazilian style barbecue, where basically just waiters come around with trays full of meat for you to pick from.
Mhm.
Yeah, you find one of those places,
Oh
and
yeah.
and there is a nice big line, and I mean people are waiting around here. There's going to be sausages, filet mignons, and all
Right.
sorts of stuff, right? Because by the way, guys, if you haven't done the Brazilian barbecue thing, go do it. It's really good. Anyway, however, while you're waiting there, you start to hear a whole bunch of sirens, and as you look around, like 6 or 7 police cars zoom past, followed by a couple ambulances and a fire truck.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, something's going on somewhere. Someone's probably having a really bad time right now.
Yeah. Well, Timmy's a really helpful person, and he sees ambulances. Are they like whizzing past and going like miles away, or do they seem to stop relatively nearby?
So you haven't seen where they've stopped, but I mean, the city streets aren't, they're a little bit tangled, so it's not easy to tell
Right.
if they're just going really far away or not yet.
Right. Well, I'll tag along. Like I said, I'm a healthy boy. I'll take off in a brisk jog after him.
Okay,
Seems like there's something afoot, and Timmy is a helpful guy. He wants to help.
fair enough. Well, Timmy starts jogging, and we are going to cut back to the monitoring station. And so, Gary, Bonker, Claire, and David,
Hmm.
you are
Yeah.
now in the monitoring station, and this is a little bit earlier because if you remember, our last session we ended and it was getting to nighttime. So we're flashing back a little bit. We're just doing the back and forth for some dramatic purposes. So,
Okay.
All right.
so you're there. Zelkar's there to remind everyone. The layout here is there's a big tube that people viewing can see on screen. Um, in that is the holographic projection made up of little tiny holographic individual lights that come together to form a face. And there's also a monitor, which in this just has a random nebula up because it's generic. There are 6 computer stations right in the center of the room, arranged in a circle. The teleportation pad, which has 6 colored circles, 1 white, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 black, and 1 green. Although the yellow and green ones have not been used, as far as you can tell. And at the back of the room, there are there's 4 server stacks, and then in the middle, right centered line of the room at the back, is a big, heavy wooden door with some carved snake images on it. So, Zelkar, just got done telling you that while he might not have had most of you as his first pick for Rangers, that he's going to. If the powers accepted you, you're probably worthy, and so he's going to explain. This is the monitoring station, and so he says it was put here tens of thousands of years ago to monitor some grid artifacts by the Eltarians, and I'm the artificial intelligence in charge of the station. However, as various wars and conflicts around the galaxy and the universe became more intense, they couldn't afford to keep having soldiers stationed here. So I was left completely in charge as of about 8,000 years ago. However, as I've been monitoring all of the events, both here on Earth and out in the wider universe, it's become clear that threats to Earth are increasing, and that might include the grid artifacts that I was watching. And so I began developing a ranger program of my own with Bunker as my first subject.
Whoa.
Bunker was delivered here by Hartford Robotics because, well, not many know this, but the CEO and founder of Hartford Robotics actually created his own ranger team and his own Red Ranger. So Bunker is in fact not the first android Red Ranger.
It's a lot to take in under a minute.
Yep. This is exposition dump, guys, so...
Oh, no, I'm saying that in game.
Oh, okay. It is a lot to take in. But unfortunately, this is the conflict that's been thrust upon all of us. I don't know who it was that went and dug up the grid crystals. But whoever
Grid
it was...
crystals.
Yes, that's what I was guarding. Tens of thousands of years ago, there was a conflict on this planet because, as you may or may not know, the Morphin Grid pervades many universes and is a source of energy that much of life draws upon. This area, even tens of thousands of years ago, was a concentration of a lot of biodiversity, and so there was a lot of available grid energy to be tapped. And some aliens, we're still not sure exactly where from, came to try to do that and started to destroy the ecosystem. The Eltarians came to assist. They were also assisted by a being apparently from Earth who was infused with morphin energy and took on the form of a winged, feathery serpent.
Whoa.
Eventually, the Eltarians were able to win this fight, but it cost the sacrifice of that being, which then collected into a concentration of morphing crystals, or grid crystals. And that seems to be what this alien that came down was looking for, and he did find them. However, it seems that they've now been scattered. I'm not even sure if they're all still on Earth. So
You want us to find them?
there's two things. One, we need to find them, and two, we need to be careful in case that alien or any of his allies come back.
He hits hard. Ow.
Do you have
Claire
any...
is just raising her hand.
Yes, Claire?
If you've been here for thousands of years, then did you ever see a spiny knee leaf frog?
That's the question you have?
They went extinct in the 1800s.
Just talked about grid crystals and aliens.
I
No.
probably have. I don't know. My programming concentrates on keeping the grid crystals safe.
Do you know about
Oh.
pre-domesticated fruit trees and such? What knowledge do you hold?
Avocados were originally eaten by mastodons.
Okay, I didn't know that actually. It's pretty
Have you seen a mastodon?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Also Colombian mammoths. They're bigger.
Do you have pictures?
No. Wait, maybe. So in from the door opens up, and it basically slides up, and another, perhaps the same monkey walks in. Still has blue eyes, and it hops onto one of the computer stations and starts poking about.
Oh, hello, friend. Now that she has half a
Hi.
minute, Claire would like to reach into her fanny pack. I'm assuming she had a bag of snacks
Sure.
for the river trip, and because when the monkey gave her morphin thing, she's like, "I don't have anything for you," and he was upset. So she would like to offer him snacks.
All right, so Zelkar says, that's just me.
Oh,
There's.
do you like a banana?
No, I keep my colony of southern Marikis well fed. and
You
on a
can push your
carefully controlled-
consciousness into different creatures.
Only
Fascinating.
the local colony of Marikis, all of whom have brain chips that I also got from Hartford Robotics.
See.
Yeah. Because as an AI, I'm somewhat restricted in the physical world. And so now I have monkeys that I can use as my hands.
Was your
However-
consciousness originally a sentient being, or were you created? And what were you created by?
I was created as an artificial intelligence by the Altarians.
See. Where
And
are they now?
Well, I mean, many of them are on Eltar,
See, so they're okay.
but some of them are patrolling around this galaxy and others. Some are patrolling M85, which has long been a source of trouble. There are some in the Lion Galaxy, some around Miranoi.
M85,
Yes.
Miranoi.
Yes.
Oh, I
Miranoi
need to
is,
sit down.
is another planet in this galaxy. M85 is also known as the Whirlpool Galaxy.
Whirlpool Galaxy.
Yes. I don't believe the Lion Galaxy has been to Mars yet.
I'm gonna sit down.
Are you all right?
It's just a lot. I didn't never expected I'd be a ranger. This is like a dream come true.
Well, I'm glad I could help out with that.
Can prove myself worthy to the Samurai Rangers.
I am still trying to give the monkey a banana.
It doesn't seem super interested. It just keeps plugging away at the computer. However, as you're working on that, a couple things happen. One is up on the main view screen, a photograph of a Colombian mammoth shows up.
Wow.
Then I get very distracted and pay only attention to that. I'm gonna like bust out a sketchbook and sketch it.
Okay. While you're working on that, the monkey snatches the banana from you,
Excellent.
and if you glance over at it, you'll notice that its eyes are no longer glowing blue.
Excellent.
Yeah. And it is now trying to peel the banana as monkeys tend to. You know, they don't use the top stem. Right? They just
You
grab
use the
them by
bottom.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's pretty excited about this whole banana thing.
Excellent.
Now that it's just a monkey again. So does anyone else have questions?
Guys, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this.
I mean, being a ranger does sound interesting. Wait, do you have a
Get access to
plant
this
database
animal
here?
database. I'm in. I'm down for anything.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. What about plants? Anything there?
Well, again, this is not a monitoring station for specifically the ecosystem, but we do have archives of information about such things. I will make sure that all of you have logins.
As long as we
Barry,
stick
come sit
together,
next to me.
as long as we stick together, no evil can defeat us. Who's in? And he holds his hands up.
I do not turn around, but raise my hand.
I kind of begrudgingly look over my shoulder, hold my hand up, and then go look back at the computer and try and figure it out.
Nice. All right. So we're going to cut back to Timmy. Timmy, you managed
Yes,
to.
sir.
Actually, you know what? I want you to take an athletics check.
Alrighty.
Be a difficulty 12 athletics check. to see if you can manage to successfully keep up.
Athletics. Click on it, right? And I'm not using specialization, correct?
I mean, unless you have like a cross country specialization.
I don't, so. You said difficulty 15?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that mean. I want there to be a decent chance that you may. Yeah, there you go. All right. So you do, in fact, successfully keep up with them. And they end up. I'm actually going to. So. Other players besides Timmy, you aren't here, so you should not be able to see anything.
You avoid.
Okay, so
Blackness.
sorry about that, guys, but like, you guys aren't here, so you don't get to see anything.
Wow, this is some real Dapper Dino vibes of Void.
Well, actually, there hasn't been a voice stream in forever. I should do one.
Yeah, come on.
So anyway, you get there, and there are these cop cars parked out front of some building. Maybe it's like shopping mall. And as it is, the cops are firing away at some very strange mantis-looking creatures. Which I'm going to zoom in here for our lovely audience. In fact, I'll make one bigger so you guys can see. So,
That looks nice.
thank you. I made it myself. Yeah, I did do most of the art. I did not do the art for these maps, though. This map in particular, I did not do. So,
Okay.
but I did do the character art that includes this little mantis guy. All right, so there are a whole bunch of them who are variously scuffling with the police. And yeah, Timmy, what do you want to do?
Is anybody injured?
There are, in fact, some injured police and what looks like some injured civilians. Take an
Can I
alertness
get-
check.
Alertness check. Yep, sorry.
It's going to be difficulty 15.
Alertness, that's under. Yep, I see it.
Also, I'm not always going to tell you the difficulty, so sometimes you can just write it at
Okay.
10. So in case people, at home don't know, for some reason, the character sheet for this game in Roll20 asks you to input a difficulty. I don't know why. But like, yeah, it's weird. I hope they take it out because I know that they are working on an updated version of it. So, because it's missing a few things, and I hope they also take that bit out because who cares? I'm just going to look at the number anyway. Anyway, so you do not notice anything beyond what I've already told you.
All right. Well, then I'm going to try to get to the nearest injured person and try to get them to the ambulances that I saw earlier.
Okay.
So,
So there is an injured officer. However, will probably be opposed by the mantises. So we are going to roll initiative.
okay.
And because there's only 2 of them and 1 of you, I'm not actually going to keep like an initiative tracker up. I'm just going to roll for them, and then you let me know what you roll.
It even asks for a difficulty when you roll initiative. That's weird.
All right, so they are going to go first because they got a 13.
Yeah.
Um,
Rolled in that one on
by the way,
initiative.
Normally when we roll for initiative, you want to select your token and then also hit the initiative button in the
yep.
top right, not the skill check
Okay.
button. Yeah.
Okay.
That one will not ask you for a difficulty class. So the mantoids, which is what they are, spoiler alerts, have noticed you. So they are going to start to try to approach because they seem to just be on a rampage, attacking just people. Remember, you are not morphed, so you should have your lower toughness. So let's see. One gets up to here. And the other one gets up to here. And they both go in for some attacks. What is your toughness?
My toughness is. I will tell you in just one
Probably
second.
higher than 10, which is what I just rolled for the first attack.
Yeah, 15.
So the first one misses. But the second one rolls an 18, and so
Oof.
it reaches out and it slashes at you with this big mantis-y arm, and you take 1 damage.
Oh gosh, now I'm the injured one.
Okay. It's now your turn. There's these mantis-looking creatures are both standing there menacingly. One has some reddish body paint, and the other one has some bluish body paint, and it seems to have some kind of text on there, but you don't recognize the alphabet.
I don't know. Timmy's no type of Power Ranger yet, so he's woefully under. He thought he was gonna sneak in, get a guy, get out without any. So yeah, he's kind of gonna run away now.
Okay. So moving away from a square adjacent to an enemy costs double movement, but after that you are free to move.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's probably just gonna try to run for some help, some people with weapons that can take these guys on. Not a scrawny 19-year-old who barely understood what he was getting into in the first place. So yeah. I have how much movement again?
So that is on your bio page. So if you click over
Bio
to
info.
yeah,
Oh
bio
yeah,
info.
movement 30 feet. Okay. Sorry, I'm new
The
to
first one
this.
took you 10, and that took you to 15. So you can still move 3 more squares.
Yeah, I'm getting away, and I'm yelling for help.
Okay. You can still take 1 more action, which could be to move.
Yeah. If I can move farther away, I will do that. Yeah.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'll have you move 3 squares to the left, and then these guys will move 3 squares back because the map's only so big. So we're just gonna scale it with them.
I gotcha.
Okay. So on their turn, they turn out to be extremely speedy.
Oh gosh.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah. In fact, they're gonna get all the way up to here.
Double zoom.
And then, actually, we're gonna move everybody back 3 squares again, just to help.
Zoomies.
Like we're basically like on the treadmill.
Right.
So this one is gonna go 5 and 15, 25, and this one is just gonna go 5 to here. So they did use their second action to basically to dash like in 5e. However, now you're not going to be able to just completely move away from them this next turn.
Yeah.
Now you can make unarmed attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was. If it's my turn, I guess Timmy would. He's now dog backed into the corner. He's gonna try to punch one of them.
Okay, which one?
Probably the one in front of me between. Well, since I'm trying to leave, the one between me and the ambulances.
Fair enough.
So, I'm probably just gonna attacks. I'm sorry, I should have.
So this is just going to be a might roll.
Timmy
might
needs a gun.
I have +0 to that, so.
Well, that'll mean you're automatically at a snag, so that'll probably not be great.
I did not roll with snag, sorry.
So just roll again, and
if I may, translation for chat: snag means disadvantage.
Correct.
The system is very cruel.
I might have rolled with a snag. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you did. Hold on, let me. You did. You did roll with a snag. So you rolled a 12 and a 15, and we took the 12, which let me double check is not enough to hit. Well, so you managed to connect with the mantis, right? Like they're not hard to hit. They're big and kind of slow. However,
right,
your hand just starts to ache as it just slammed against a carapace and did nothing. The mantoid doesn't even seem to have noticed. So the blue one decides to reach for you with his little lower hands that have little grabby claws. All right, and he rolls a 19, but this is a grapple attempt. So you can oppose it with either your finesse or your might, whichever is higher.
I think finesse is higher. Yeah. So, especially considering I won't get a snag on that. So, you didn't give a difficulty, did you?
It's 19.
Okay, 19. Probably won't, but let's see. Submit. No.
Yikes.
Yeah, no.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Well, with that 4, you are in fact grabbed and grappled by this mantis who now, with the help of the other one, starts dragging you back.
Yeah, I guess I'm kicking and screaming and fighting and get your hands off me. Do you know who my father? He doesn't say that. Because nobody knows who his father is. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe somebody in the medical community would, but not
All right, so
mantises.
as you're being dragged, you hear a voice from behind you. I can't see who's talking. And it says, "Don't worry. Everything is fine. I just need a little help on a bit of a scavenger hunt."
Oh no.
Dun dun dun.
And by the way, what is your willpower?
My willpower, I will tell you that as soon as the character sheet gets up. My willpower is 11.
So as you hear that, you realize this is just your buddy. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it, man.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
Craig.
Yeah. Didn't we? I met you at the thing that one time. Yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to cut back to the monitoring station. What has everyone been up to? It's the next day. If you want, you guys could have teleported back to town to take to sleep or whatever.
Oh, heck no.
Or
I'm
if
going
you
to
want,
pepper Zokar with all the information I can.
all right, well, there's basically there's like 4 different rooms, each with 2 bunk beds, so like up to 8 people just stay comfortably in here. It's not
Yeah.
exactly like a fancy hotel or anything, but like it's a little bit more sparse than the average college dorm room. But it's a little bit better than the average prison cell. Plus, the doors aren't locked from the outside, so you can come and go.
Okay, wait, I have a question for Gary.
Mhm.
Did you? So I 100% was like, until I was falling asleep at the desk on this computer, looking at every animal in the database. I'm assuming you were doing something similar with plants.
Gary's comparing his notes and his field guide to what's here on the computer.
Okay.
I'm
So
like,
my question is, which of the
oh.
2 of us do you think fell asleep first?
Probably
yourself.
Gary.
Okay,
You don't stay
so
awake.
then at some point I am gonna shake Gary's shoulder when I'm like, like doing the thing where you're like nodding off and your head like bounces and you catch yourself and you wake up. When I've been doing that for half a minute, then I see that Gary's asleep and we go catch some sleep in the bunk rooms. But if it's the next morning, I am back at the computer.
We're all basically doing the same thing with different subjects.
Well, are there particular things
Basically.
that you guys would like to know? Because if I think it's likely in the archives, a fairly easy technology check is really all you're gonna need to get those.
I would like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you. No, you.
I would like to know, when he told me that there was a microchip in the monkey's brains, I became very concerned for their well-being. So one of the things I'm looking up is like the ethics of that, and if these are the monkeys okay?
All right, we'll go with a difficulty 8 technology check, and if you have specialization in computers, you can use a specialization.
Okay, I don't have a specialization at this juncture. Submit. Bam.
Well,
Okay.
got a critical success anyway.
Haha! Look at me. I know my tech.
So, basically, you can find a whole lot of archival footage, and so the monkey colony is most of the time they actually, in fact, have access to surface, and they tend not to wander very far. So and even without being under direct control, when they come out of direct control, you do seem to think that they are a little shaken, but they're also not like injured or anything. And there is
Okay.
also they're in a separate room. There is like monitoring equipment for health, and there is also some like food stores to make sure that they get a diet that matches their needs, because since they're pretty far away from their native habitat, they actually do need some supplemental diet, but they're provided that.
Okay. So all of her concerns about like ethics kind of get overwritten by her excitement about the thought of like this colony having been monitored for potentially generations and all
Turns
of
out,
the amazing data that would be.
interestingly enough, the colony seems not to have been established all that long ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so as you're searching through, it seems like really about 10-ish years ago is when the colony was introduced to the area. You don't have access to records about exactly how they got there, but
Okay.
yeah, that's about how
But if
long ago they got there.
she potentially has access to 10 years of records of like monitoring this population, she's going to be like,
Oh, yeah.
she's going to be drooling over that data.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. If anybody cares, I'm learning about the monkey colony.
Yay, monkeys.
Yay!
All
I'm
right.
doing the same thing, but with lore and history of the Rangers and what that means.
Our whole team is nerds.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm okay with this. It's a very nerdy game. So,
Yeah.
But
David, why don't you give me a difficulty 10
Sure.
technology check?
all right. But if it makes it easier for you, if I succeed, perhaps I should ask the questions outside of the game.
I mean, I trust that everyone here is not going to metagame too much.
I know. I just want to be like, oh, I know this, but that takes too much
Oh,
time.
big questions you can ask now. If you have more questions that I think fall under this, yeah, you can ask me outside of game.
Skill shift? What's this?
If you don't already know about one, you probably don't have one.
Okay, no change. Difficulty 10. Coop. And boop.
All right.
Is that-
Wow.
Hey!
Another critical success. So basically, you can basically ask any two questions right now, and I'll give them to you now. And there's a whole lot of stuff that I'll be able to tell you outside of the game on the basis of a
I'll
critical
just-
success.
For simplicity's sake and for the sake of the game, I'll ask them outside of the game.
Okay. Bonker, Gary, what are you guys up to? Bonker, you've had login credentials for a while now.
Gary is going to start the morning the proper way. He's looking around to see if there's like a kitchen because he wants to make breakfast, specifically French toast, as well as using a couple more traditional local ingredients to try and make a kind of salad.
There is a kitchen, however, it is mostly filled with leafy greens and fruit because it looks like it was mostly stocked as extra storage for the monkeys.
Mm.
So, yeah, there's no bread or eggs or milk.
Well,
Monkeys
hold on.
don't like eggs?
So monkeys will eat eggs if the opportunity arises, but it's really not like a vital part of their diet.
Interesting.
Just like beer.
I know that, of course, because I live here, but
Monkeys are missing out.
Well, okay, so even if you live here, actually, you live thousands of miles from the nearest wild southern Marigis.
okay.
So you probably don't know much more about them living around here than you would like living in the United States. 'Cause they're just a distant
Fair
animal.
enough.
Okay, well, so Gary's making some food. Bonker, what are you up to? So, as a reminder for everyone, Bonker is an android, and so you've been here, Bonker, for years, training, working on the Ranger program, and suddenly now you're
How many years?
10.
How old am I? Okay.
You're about 10. So,
Oh,
Neat. Double digits. I'm a big boy.
so you've been here for about a decade working on Ranger stuff and tweaking all these powers, and now all of a sudden there's a Ranger team, which has never happened before. You always knew it was going to happen, and in fact, you know that Zelkar was working on the candidate selection process. But rather than going through with it, there's now just 4 randos who wandered in from the forest, literally, who are now your teammates. How do you feel about that?
I'm indifferent, and I focus on training 100% because I'm not a deep nerd like these dorks. I am a jock robot.
Okay.
Jockbot.
Jockbot.
Yes.
Jockbot.
Nice. All right. So you guys go about your day, learning new things, learning about the history of the Power Rangers as far as Elcar knows it. You guys learn things about what Eltar is like. You guys learn things about various villains that have invaded the planet, all sorts of stuff like that. And so now we are going to switch back to Timmy. So,
Timmy.
Timmy, you have been asked very nicely by your old friend, whose name you mysteriously can't remember, to go rent a boat and start sailing northwest upstream. Well, motoring. What verb do you use for a motorboat?
Motorboating.
Motorboating, is that? No, that's something else, I'm pretty sure.
Traveling?
Traveling. Well, now it sounds like he's a sovereign citizen. No, sir, I'm not driving.
Yeah, we're not in Florida.
Either way, so your friend has made that really nice request, and look, 300 reals is enough to get you a boat.
Yeah.
So
makes sense. And why wouldn't I do it? My buddy asked me to. Yeah. So I do like my buddy asked. Like I said, Timmy's a helpful guy.
You're having some trouble remembering, though, like exactly what happened at that mall, and there were some cops around, but like now there don't seem to be, and you're not exactly sure. But
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it's probably not important.
Probably not. If it was important, I would have remembered it for
Plus,
sure.
your friend would have told you, right?
Right. Exactly.
Right. Okay. So you start sailing up, and it takes you a few hours to get to the point where you were told to stop. And so, and one of the things that you do remember, though, is that there were a whole bunch of other people who were all taking boats upstream along with you. And also, all of you were told to get some shovels. And so,
Get some what now?
Some shovels.
Shovels.
Dig with.
Okay.
So now you're out in the middle of the forest. You don't know where, but it's okay because your friend probably knows where you are.
Right.
And you're digging, and as far as you know, you're just digging a hole because time to dig a diggy hole.
Yeah.
Diggy hole.
Makes sense. I mean, why else would I be here if not to dig a hole?
Yeah. So
it's already been one. It's already been the second episode. We've already been brainwashed. Oh God.
Only one of us.
Yeah, we're gonna do perfect as Rangers.
Hey, look, many Power Rangers have been brainwashed many times, and it's been okay in the long run.
So many times. God.
So, the Rangers in the monitoring station. How many of you are actually in the main room of the monitoring station?
I'm in the main room. I'm on a computer.
Gary's in the main room eating his salad very, very sadly.
I go sit next to Gary because he looks sad, and I try to include him into the history of what I'm looking into. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Even if I do it kicking and screaming a little bit.
Okay. So, Bunker, are you in the main room?
Do we have a training gym area? That's probably where I am.
Okay. Well, you get a little beep on your communicator.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yep, basically.
That's the Nickelodeon theme.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? That's you know what? I'm pretty sure Power Rangers was on Nickelodeon for a while, wasn't it?
Sure.
I only watched it when it was on like PBS.
Well, so I know it was on Jetix, which doesn't exist as far as I know anymore.
Don't even worry.
Jetix
in your canon, it was
Disney, basically.
Sure, why not?
It was on the Disney Channel for a while.
Well, I know I watched it before we had cable.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's true. I do remember that as well.
CW.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a musical chime comes from your communicator. We'll figure out exactly what the musical chime is some other time. It also doesn't have to be the same musical chime for everyone. I don't really care. Anyway, but would you like to answer your wrist communicator, Bunker?
Yes.
It's unsurprisingly Zelkar, who says, Bunker, I need you up in the main chamber.
How did you get this number?
Had this number for something like
No,
8
but-
years, Bunker.
And in all seriousness, yeah, I head to the main chamber immediately.
All right.
Post haste.
Zelkar says, Rangers, there's unusual activity on the surface. A number of humans have been wandering around, digging in the area.
Huh. Strange. We should probably look into this.
Yes, there's one relatively close by to the temple that marks the surface level of this area. Would you mind teleporting out there?
Rangers, let's do it.
All right. So the one question is, do you want to morph before you do this, or do you want to go out in your civilian forms?
Bump that. I'm going more
Amazing.
phenomenal.
Okay.
Guess for Morphin.
Well,
You're Morphin?
I am.
a ranger, perhaps even the Red Ranger, could say some kind of morphing call, and then we could go down the line in order with people calling out their animal.
Oh, shall I?
Go for it. You are the Red Ranger.
I shall. Jungle Beast Morphin time. Anaconda.
Spectacled bear!
Black Cayman!
River Dolphin.
All right. So you guys once again feel the strange sensation of your armored shells forming around you, and then after most of it appears, the helmet kind of coming in from either side from some space that doesn't seem to really exist in the real world, but it still ends up with you as having a helmet. So now you're in your fully morphed ranger forms, which includes a quartered color scheme in your color. So we have black for David, blue for Claire, red for Monker, white for Gary, and a helmet that's vaguely modeled on the animal in question. And also you have a metal, like a gorget sort of thing, and a couple
Ooh.
metal shoulder pads. And yeah, we're now ready to teleport back onto the surface.
We do so.
Okay, whatever, things happen.
Yay!
So, as luck just would happen to have it, you see a blonde kid not too far away digging a hole very intently, wearing a yellow t-shirt. It's Timmy, but you guys don't know that. But
Hey,
Timmy knows
you!
that.
What are you doing?
I'm not muted, am I? Okay, good. Sorry. I'm digging a hole. What else would I be doing here?
Explain
Obviously.
yourself.
I mean, my buddy asked me to rent a boat and come dig a hole, and I mean, why would I refuse? Timmy looks confused, like he feels like he said all that needs to be said.
You're out in the middle of the rainforest, kid.
I have a shovel.
I go quiet.
Shit, he's good.
I don't know. I turn back and I continue digging.
So I'm gonna slowly approach.
I don't know, man. I don't know what these people want. I'm just out here digging a hole and they're bothering me. I don't know.
So all we see is Timmy digging a hole?
Yep, he's the only one who's in sight. You could go looking for others.
I'm gonna slowly approach Timmy. I expect there to be like a trap set, so I'm gonna spring the trap.
I mean, nothing automatically happens.
Timmy looks back at you as you approach. Can I help you with anything else?
I put my hand on your shoulder, Timmy, and say, "Who told you to dig?
My buddy.
Where is he? Where's
His
your buddy?"
name, he's at the. I think he's at the mall. Something about the mall. I think he was talking to a cop, or maybe he was a cop.
I am
I
a
don't
cop.
know. You're a cop?
I am.
Well,
You're not
do,
my buddy, though. I
do
know you're
bear in
not
mind
my
that right
buddy.
now you do not look like a cop. You look like the Black Ranger.
I know. I am a cop, and I'm also a Power Ranger.
Wait, aren't you supposed to keep your identity a secret?
Yep.
I know about Power Rangers. Don't they normally deal with larger threats than kids digging holes? I mean,
Just
What are
go
you looking
silent.
for,
Wait,
I just
friend?
go silent.
I'm just digging a hole, man.
are you trying to
I-
break into our base? Because I will have to bonk you.
Is your base around here?
Is our base around here?
I don't know, is it?
I don't
Where are you
know,
trying
is
to
it?
dig to?
I'm just
Tell me your digging
digging
destination and I'll let you know if it's our base.
downwards in the ground right here.
Why do you want to dig?
I feel like there's something odder going on here than the kid digging in the middle of the jungle. I want to know why he's digging here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think he knows.
I was just, while this is going on, I would like to be they're doing the talking bit. I just want to look around and see if I see other stuff.
Okay. Is there a particular skill that you would like to use?
Let me look at what I'm good at.
And if you can justify it, I'll allow that to be the skill you use to look around.
Okay. So I'm going to pitch for using survival.
Okay.
Here's why. If he's out here in the middle of the jungle, right, and there's potentially other people out here in the middle of the jungle, then they would have had to have hiked here. So I'm looking for signs of camping gear or signs of a campsite or that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Okay. Clicked that button.
See, I'm a pretty reasonable DM. If you make a good argument, I'll usually go for it.
Okay, so I got a 10.
Okay, so you do not see any obvious signs of any camp gear anywhere where you're trying not to get so far away that you lose sight of everyone.
Yeah.
But so in that immediate area, you don't. However, you do notice that there is Timmy was clearly not trying to be stealthy or anything, so his tracks go back towards the river.
Okay. I don't want to go to the river by myself, but if I can get somebody to come with me, then I'd like to follow those tracks.
Well, ask your teammates.
Hey Gary, you want to come with me?
Sure.
Follow these tracks?
Timmy, you do notice that they're talking about your tracks.
Yeah. They just go back to the boat.
Did you come here alone, buddy?
I think no. There was someone else. I think there were other people. I don't remember, man. You're asking me about things that aren't related to the hole, and it hurts my head.
Can I try
That's
bonking
not
his
weird
head
at all.
to clear it?
You can try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step in front of that.
All right, so here's what we'll do. Both of you take initiative checks. If Bunker wins,
Sure.
he's going to get to take a might check to bonk Timmy. If David
Okay.
wins, he will be able to stop. Get in front
Yeah.
of Timmy before Bonker swings and make a case as to why perhaps bonking is not the correct option.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Do 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 do. Okay,
All right, so we have Bonker with a
don't
9.
mind me. I'm looking for the initiative button. There it is. All right. Difficulty 10? What do I put down? Just basic?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, it'll just pop up, whatever. Gotcha.
Mhm. All right, so David does manage to step in front of a Bonker before he can manage to bonk Timmy. Bonker, how do you react to the fact that David was just like, "Oh, hold up there, give it, wait."
I listened to what he's about to say.
Not okay. We don't know anything about this man. Don't just go around bunking people, especially when
back to digging.
they're just normal people. Well, as
Well,
normal as a situation can be.
Again, this isn't a punishment bonk. It's to rattle his brains back into place because he seems a little disoriented.
That's not okay.
All right,
Well,
Gary and Claire, what are you guys doing?
Like to follow the tracks back towards the river, keeping an eye out for like any indication of other people
So you get
or humanoid or non-humanoid.
right.
I don't know what the mantis guys would be. I totally don't know exists, or that Claire totally doesn't know exists.
You know, the idea of being humanoid is incredibly anthropocentric.
That's true. So
Maybe
Yeah.
you're mantisoid.
maybe. So okay, so I'm keeping an eye out for other humans or threats.
So you and Gary get to the boat and you don't notice any obvious threats. However, as you look up and down the river, you do see that here and there are a few other boats that don't
Okay.
have occupants but have been variously staked down to the shore or lashed to trees and things like that so that they don't just float off.
Okay.
All right,
This is really weird, right, Gary?
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I think we got something afoot, and we got to go search
Yeah.
for clues.
Do you think they all just like decided to get in a boat and come to the middle of the jungle to dig a hole? Is mind control a thing?
Maybe. I don't know. This all sounds like a plot of some children's story or something.
Right? This sounds like a bad sci-fi show.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. I guess, Gary, unless there's anything you want to look for, I guess I head back to the group.
Gary?
Gary don't got nothing.
Okay. So,
When we get back, can I ask Bonker if mind control is a thing?
are you asking me? Because, yeah, you can ask whatever you want.
Bonker, is mind control a thing?
Well, hold on. You guys aren't back yet. We're still going to deal with the outcome of the...
Okay.
the
Just
attempted
shouting it from
bonking.
like half a mile.
Yeah,
away.
From like a
Just
mile away, yeah.
into the jungle. Hey, Bonker!
Bonker!
Nothing comes back.
well, we do have communicators.
It's true, you could use
Oh.
the communicator.
I want to use my communicator to ask this question.
Okay.
Bonker, you can't see it, but I, Maddie, am talking into my wrist right now. Bonker, is mind control a thing?
Yeah, Zed and Rita use it to make teenagers get in little fights with each other all the time.
Who?
How do you break out of
oh,
it?
You know who Zed and Rita are.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, good.
That was an appropriate gasp.
So, by the way, there are numerous ways to get out of mind control. Some of them, and it varies based on how the mind control was established and how strong-willed the person is. But there can be things like, there can be curative potions, there can be just being convinced that the mind control doesn't make any sense. There is destroying the person who is controlling the other person's mind.
Okay.
All right, Bonker. Now that we know this, give him a softer bunk, huh?
All right, I will.
All right, now we can do it. Then I step back.
Okay.
He's still just digging. He's completely disregarded these people.
All right. Well, Bunker,
We'll see.
make a mic check.
Maybe it'll knock some sense in him.
All right. What's your toughness there, Timmy?
15.
All right. So you do feel a. What are you using to bonk with there, Bunker?
Probably just my fist.
Okay. So, Timmy, you've just been punched. It doesn't
Ah.
really hurt, but like, it's very annoying.
Yeah. Come on, man. What was? If you guys really want me to stop digging here, I think I can just go dig somewhere else.
No, snap out of it. Just stop digging.
Snap out of what? You guys are being weird.
Ask yourself,
I don't-
why are you digging?
Because my friend told me to.
Out in the middle of the jungle by yourself?
All right, so here's what I'm going to want you to do. I want you to take a persuasion check against
Okay.
Timmy's willpower.
All right, gonna fight the Timmy.
So, Timmy, what is your
Persuade.
willpower?
11.
I don't even know what it is.
It's not very high.
Persuasion. Okay.
Why do you think I tried to mind control him? Successfully.
Hey, DM always be like this.
Yeah. So, well, it doesn't help when you have a persuasion roll of 6. So here is one thing.
Not wrong.
Most attacks in Power Rangers heavily target evasion or toughness, which means that most players prioritize those. Which is also why every once in a while I plan to target your willpower or cleverness, because I'm just kind of like that. So,
But I, Maddie, made a weirdly min-maxed character.
correct. You will probably not be getting willpowered anytime soon. So
We'll see.
So at this point, Claire and Gary are getting back. Other people can take attempts to persuade Timmy to stop. And if a couple of you who are both actually proficient in persuasion want to try together, I will allow that to be a roll with edge from the person with the higher skill.
Okay, I have a D2 in persuasion. Does anybody have a D4?
What's persuasion?
I just have a D2 in persuasion.
I also have a D2. That's
Well,
under your special.
Someone pick the thing. Do a little bit of role playing the persuasion, because if it's really, really bad, I'll take the edge away. But
I think I actually get a snag on that from my
you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
my
Yeah, you rolled a 6 and a 12. The 12 would have worked, but you had stacks. So.
Snaggy.
Okay.
Snag. Off.
Gary, do you want to give it a shot? I'll give you advantage.
All right, sure, I'll do it.
What do you say? I'm curious.
Yeah, give us a little bit of the persuasion.
Hold on, let me.
I'm narrative driven, so.
So do I skill shift it up when I'm getting assisted?
Yep, you have edge.
Look, dude, you're digging out in the middle of the jungle. This isn't safe. Clearly, your friend doesn't care about your safety. It's just not a good idea. So come on, let's get you somewhere better. We'll get you, I don't know, coffee if you like that. Maybe some juice. And we can talk about this, your friend here.
To help?
See, why'd they do this? Why would they send you out here in the middle of nowhere?
All right, Claire, how are you assisting?
I am pulling a juice box out of my fanny pack.
Nice. Nice. Always good. All right,
Juice box out of the fanny.
Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to go on a quick intermission. When we come back, we'll see if Timmy has managed to shake himself free of this.
When we come back, we'll see how many juice boxes you got in that fanny pack.
Right. All right, guys.
Wait, tries.
We're out of here for just a few minutes. Stick with us. All right, welcome back from break, everybody. I think everyone is back. If you're not back, say I'm not back. All right.
Nobody cares about Mozart, do they?
I don't know.
Boogers.
the
Everybody's
answer
all
to
about that back.
So, Timmy, you realize
Is
after
there?
this very, very persuasive statement that, you never even really got a good look at your friend. You don't actually recognize his voice. And yeah, it is a little bit weird that he was just like, hey, go out into the middle of the jungle and dig a hole for,
He didn't.
for
He
no
didn't
reason.
even- Yeah, he didn't even like tell me to get any drinks or nothing. Like I'm really thirsty actually. Now that you mention it,
Think your buddy's got your best interest at heart here?
I
So-
don't know.
By the
I
way,
need
Timmy,
to
at
sit
this
down.
point, the mind control is essentially broken. You're still confused and a little dazed.
Yeah.
Wait, was that
I
from me
guess you
punching
guys
him?
are right.
No, not really.
Oh,
I
Does
don't know.
Bonker believe that was from him punching him?
That's up to Bunker.
bonker.
Um, no, I'm not oblivious.
Weren't there
I'm
other
just
people,
I'm just
though?
single-minded.
No, I didn't see any other people
I-
there, young man.
We saw some other boats tied up.
All right, your communicators beep.
Beep 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 boop boop boop. Bleep.
Rangers,
That's me clicking it.
Rangers, we might have a bigger problem. There's reports of monster activity in the university district, which, by
Oh,
the way,
boy.
Timmy, is where your dad is.
Can I hear this over the?
Oh yeah.
Oh God! You guys got to go. You guys got to go there. My dad's there. You got to help him.
That's all I need to hear. Now I'm
Sure
going.
thing, kid.
We
So-
can't just leave you out here.
All
Come
right,
with
let's
us.
go, Rangers.
So, well, Timmy, you've just been told that they can't just leave you out there. So what do you?
Yeah. I mean, I have a boat. I can. Or I guess if you guys can take
Oh.
me with you, I could just go with you.
Yeah, mechanics question. Can we teleport another person?
Good
You would
question.
actually have to be given a teleporter, but that might be possible.
What's his driving skill? I kind of want to ride on a boat.
Well, Zelkar does say
I guess it's
you should teleport
I guess
there
that's an
quickly.
emergency.
Yeah, it is an emergency.
We'll get a chance to see his boating skills at some point, I'm sure.
Zelkart, the person that was mind controlled here, his dad's in that district. Is there any way he can come with us?
Well, he can't teleport directly there. I suppose I could lend a teleporter, but he wants to simply go into a monster fight area?
Do you want to go into a monster fight area? I'm like
I mean-
covering the speaker like you do when on the phone.
I don't think that would be wise. We can't
My
leave him
dad's
here
there.
either.
I'll go wherever my dad is. If I can help at all, I want to help.
I can take you to the police station. You can stay. You and your dad can stay there until we mop this up.
And then I go back to the communicator. He said he wants to help.
Well,
Wait, can you easily get to his dad and then take his dad to the police station before the fight starts?
We'll have to keep an eye out for his father.
Timmy
All right.
pulls out his phone and
Zelkar-
shows them a picture of his dad.
okay. So Zelkar says, "Let me speak to this person."
I hand my wrist over to. I extend my wrist towards Timmy.
Okay, so Zelkar says, "To whom am I speaking?"
My name's Timmy Sturgis. Zoltar, was it?
It's Zelkar, but that's not terribly important right now. Timmy, are you sure that you want to go and look for your father in an area where there may well be alien monsters?
If my dad's in trouble, I want to help.
All right. So, Zelkar says, "Just wait a little bit, and I will send out a teleporter." So, about a minute or so goes by, and a Southern Mariki with blue glowing eyes shows up with a little communicator / teleporter wrist thingy like the rest of you guys have.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Mr. Monkey.
It nods at you, and Zelkar says, "I'll want that back. And I can deactivate it remotely."
Timmy,
If I have another
straps it
juice
on.
box, I would like to give it to the monkey.
You do, but the monkey doesn't really accept it. Because remember, every time you do that, you're basically just handing Zelkar snacks, and he doesn't care.
I know.
Okay.
Timmy
Okay.
straps on the communicator teleporter thing, and it gives it a look of insinuated importance, like like that moment where Harry Potter picks up his wand, like, oh.
So it blinks a little indicator light yellow, and there seems to be a big old button that you could use to go ahead and teleport.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Port. Yeah.
All right, so you guys teleport in, and I'm going to shift the map over.
New map. Yes.
New map.
Okay.
Map.
So you teleport
Whoa.
in, and guys, Timmy is in Yellow Ranger form.
Oh,
Huh.
Did not
Yes!
expect that.
Yeah. So, in case you guys don't know, generally speaking, the various Morphin Grid powers do have some kind of judgment over whether the person is sufficiently qualified, I suppose, to use the powers. And then once they bond with someone, that's usually who has that powers for. It takes a lot of effort to transfer those powers, usually. So, yeah, Timmy, how do you react to the fact that, first, this is your first time teleporting. Second, you're a ranger now, apparently.
Yeah. Timmy is going to he's going to check all of his vital areas, make sure he has both of his legs, both of his arms, make sure his head's on the right way.
Mhm.
And while doing those checks, I'm sure he notices the Yellow Ranger outfit, and whoa! How did that happen?
You get another beep and from Zelkar, who says, "Rangers, I'm detecting that the yellow powers have been activated."
you got it.
Yeah. When Timmy teleported, he was the Yellow Ranger.
Well, well, at least you're better protected now, Timmy. We might have to talk about this afterwards. For now, don't let anyone know who you are, and we'll go over what to do about this situation when this current crisis is resolved. Good luck, Rangers.
Understood.
So,
We don't need luck. We got the power on our side.
well, may the power protect you.
Yes.
So, you guys notice that you have teleported in front of a grocery store, and some of you should be able to see the door as a little sliver of area that you can see in the bottom left.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty obvious that you can hear a lot of crashing and whatnot coming from inside. Something's going on there.
Okay. Do you want us to roll initiative?
You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Now, did you say-
I'm going to roll initiative separately for some things that you may or may not be able to see.
Time
But,
to
you
roll
know.
initiative. Do, do,
So I
do.
click on my character, and then
Click the initiative button on your character sheet,
Oh, hey, got a 16.
and then just press through all the other values.
But did you get a 16? Because I don't see it.
Burn, burn, I got terrible roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got a 3.
nice.
Wait, did I manage to not select my character to do it again?
May
Did
have
I-
hit the wrong initiative button too.
Oh yeah, I'm on there.
Oh.
Good. Oh look,
Why am I
2
so
9s.
bad at this?
Do you want to go first or second?
Oh, I hit the wrong initiative button.
You want to go first or second? Jord.
I'll let you go first. Tim.
Hey, that's even
probably-
worse.
That's fine. I
Uh,
was fine with that.
do you see
Oh
my
my
roll,
God,
Dapper?
Harry.
It says that it says you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Yeah, I'm seeing some double rolls, so I'm just gonna get rid of some double rolls because I don't know how that happened.
Oh, well, I don't know. I rolled. He rolled the same number.
Okay, so yeah, Jungle Beast Blue and Yellow, you guys can decide who goes when.
I was the one who rolled the 9, and so was Jordan.
Well, I'm going with what I had on my tracker. So,
Oh,
Blue and Yellow both have a 2. They can decide when they go.
Oh.
Guys, do be aware that you can actually at level 1. Do you have the follow my lead for the Red Ranger?
He doesn't have that yet.
So then you can't do that yet. So
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Timmy, do you want to go before me or after me?
Well, I will go after you as
Okay.
I'm sure Timmy is a little astounded at his current situation.
Da-da-da-da-doo-doo. We all rolled really badly. Oh
Not-
God.
Not really.
I
However-
rolled 16.
So
Yeah,
the
that's
first
a good one.
the first thing that's going to happen is audience members can see this, but
Damn, I'm not paying attention to the screen.
a green mantis-like creature comes out and gets right up in Bonker's face. And it is now David's turn.
Wait, what's in my face?
A big mantis creature.
Oh,
Man.
okay.
Psycho Mantis.
Timmy
Mm.
definitely recognizes these guys. By the way, guys, these are more or less this game's putties. So
Okay. You mean Tengus?
look,
I'm on
putties,
season.
putties,
I'm on
Tango
season 3 now.
warriors. Okay,
Where'd they
putties,
go?
Tango warriors, stingwingers, whatever you want to call them.
Where is the manti? I don't see it on my screen.
You know, what do you see right now?
I
The
see.
mantis?
I'll screenshot it. That way we can see what I see. Not screenshot. I'll take a picture.
Yeah, I see the one next to me.
Doo-doo, this is what I see. I'll refresh.
The screen on Roll20 is kind of whack.
Maybe
to be
maybe I
honest.
need to refresh. Hold on. I'll just
It is a bit odd.
do dee 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 do. There ain't nothing on my screen.
So do you
except
see black?
Rangers. I see the black bar at the bottom, and I see a bunch of Rangers and no manti. Oh, there it is. Oh, good God. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
It's right next to me.
Do you see a manti?
So
Okay.
Oh, manti.
You failed your IRL alertness check.
right?
I have a
Shivering
9
in
in
the
passive.
cold.
All right, David,
It's-
what do you got for us?
I'm going to. How many move? Okay, so how does movement work on a grid map in this game?
Each grid is 5 feet at
Okay.
this scale. We will eventually do Zord scale combat, where each grid is going to be 20
I have a
feet.
speed of 4. How many can I move? 4 spaces?
So you
Is
have
that
a
how that-
speed of 4, but you have a different movement. That'll be on your bio and info.
Okay, bio and info. Movement of 30 inches. So I guess I'll measure with the tool.
By the way, Jack of Hearts asked if the mantoids are hopping about, and the answer is, of course, no, because they're not vampires. Because, of
All right.
course, he very clearly remembers the Rin Shi from Power Rangers
Yeah.
Jungle Fury, where the foot soldiers are East Asian vampires, and they hop about.
I'm gonna narrate this, and you tell me if I can do it.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to try to grab it by the throat and choke slam it.
So that is going to be a grapple, and
Okay.
I mean, you can certainly try it.
I would like to attempt. How do I grapple again? Athletics.
Is it-
So it's going to be a might or a finesse check against
Might it is.
against his evasion.
Okay. Use especially is no difficulty. I'll just leave it at 10, and then you decide, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So that is a success. You do manage to grab it, and you force it
Okay.
down to the ground, and it is now.
I just like Undertaker chokeslam the dude on the ground.
Oh,
All right, so David now has
Okay.
a mantoid grappled. Gary, you are up.
All right, I think I can move 30.
Double check, but that sounds like a number that is reasonable.
It sounds like a number that exists.
Yay, I managed to do a wrestling move for the first time in the game.
Yeah, I can move 30.
This is my martial arts style.
Nice.
Tekken, effectively. Oh.
I'm gonna move there,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot at the mantoid.
It is currently grappling with David.
Do you think I can't make that shot? Because
Well,
I'll tell you right now, I am reasonably certain that I might do it.
okay.
Bump it. Do it.
You're gonna
Let's
take a
go.
snag,
It'll be an awesome,
and
awesome.
if you miss the snag, you're gonna have to roll another roll with the
See,
snag,
good.
and if you hit that one, you're gonna hit David.
This is
fine.
why I'm going to get better armor later on. I'm telling you.
I
This is
missed.
why I need better armor. Oh, dang.
Roll.
Pew. What's the color of your energy from your gun? I'm curious.
Oh, he's
It's white.
using a bow, but first, as a free action,
Oh.
you do have to call the bow.
Power bow.
There you go.
Pow, bow.
Snag, right?
Mm-hmm. Roll it again with snag, and try not to hit this time.
Pew, pew. Snag. Yay. I hope that doesn't hit. That's my AC.
What's your toughness? Or sorry, your evasion there, David?
I'm lucky. I got a 14.
All right, so you do manage to dodge out of the way of an errant energy arrow that shoots towards you as a burst of pink light.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Okay, so it is now Bonker's turn.
After this, we're going to do some practice.
okay. The mantis is knocked prone.
And it is currently grappled. So if you try a melee attack, you will in fact have edge.
Hey,
Okay, well,
I helped.
I will bonk it.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You need a little like soundboard to press the little bonk it sound from the bop it. Bonk it. Thwop it. Beat it.
Oh, take a mic check.
And with edge.
Yep. Or you can also just roll on the actual weapon itself. It'll do the same thing.
Roll on the what?
On the weapon itself, like if you look down at your weapons, you can click the name of the weapon and it will bring up the same roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I rolled a 17.
That is indeed a hit. So, that defeats the mantoid. How do you want to do it?
Yes. This is what happened, by the way.
I'll hit him in the. I'll swing my stick right at his throat. Since we're
Okay.
to synergize.
Nice.
You land a solid blow right on the mantoid's throat, and it starts to make sputtering noises, and some off-white, kind of greenish goo gets coughed up, and he stops moving.
Sort of like a seafoam green.
Sort of.
Oh, nice.
Zumi
All
says,
right.
wait, vampires was an option? Vampires are always an option. All right. Wait. There is not currently a visible target, but there is still plenty of ruckus coming from the grocery store that is down south.
Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do is look at Temmie. Is Temmie considered morphed at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that, and I'll just be like, yell for your weapon! You'll figure it out! And I would like to try to get a better look at what's going on inside the grocery store.
Okay.
So I'm going to move... I only have a speed of 25, but I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, hold on. Go back because you can just move diagonally for 5 each because we're using 5D
okay.
rules.
Check. Let me just do this.
And this street is cool.
Thank you. I found
Okay.
it on the internet myself.
I'm going to move to there.
Okay. You can essentially take a dash action if you would like.
Okay, let me get here and then see how my dynamic lighting has changed. I can see less. So I'm going to move again. To there. Why
Okay.
not? Okay. Bam. Hey, I can see so many things.
So you can see so many things, including another mantoid and the large hairy legs of some kind of
yeah.
thing. We're gonna display it more fully when a ranger is actually better able to see it.
Okay.
But we are gonna add its turn because while its turn has technically gone by, yeah, we're gonna add it in there.
And then, I mean, I know that's kind of my turn, but I just want to make sure that I have my blaster in my hand.
Sure, it's a free action, so.
Okay.
Okay, Timmy. So you now realize all you have to do is call out Power Claws, and you're going to get basically brass knuckles with blades. And Timmy is silent.
Timmy.
Timmy is amazed by this. There you
Yeah,
go.
sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Timmy yells out, "Power claws activate!" And he's gonna run in right behind Claire. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Well, yeah, I guess I gotta figure out how far I can go, right?
Yeah.
Can go about there. Well, yeah, there.
Okay. And you can also, like I said to Claire, you can take another move action if you.
And then yeah, I'll also, well, if I can get there, I'm pretty sure that's within range, right?
Okay.
Just make sure. Just making sure. Yeah, just within range. So yeah, I'm gonna come over here and stand next to Claire and also observe the chaos that is in this grocery store.
Okay, so I think you can also see at least the mantoid.
I don't actually see anybody.
Okay.
Actually, see the mantoid either. I see the legs of a creature.
It should be at the far, like, down, like, if you follow that line down as far as you can and go a bit south of the legs of the creature, you should see it.
Okay, I don't, but let me refresh.
Okay. Well, it is
Oh,
the
no,
mantoid.
I see him now. Sorry, I see him.
Technically, I do still have 5 feet of movement, so I guess I could
Oh,
just.
that works for me, actually. And you know what? That means that we are going to reveal this week's monster of the week. Which, guys, take a look on the stream, and you can see the nice high-definition version of our monster of the week.
Wait, I want to look at the monster of the week.
I'm not going to look until I see it. Or try not to.
Okay.
Go down.
So, guys,
Catch up.
Timmy, you see a big monster with shaggy red fur, a single eye with a star-shaped pupil, and a vertical mouth with sharp teeth right on the center of its torso. Its feet...
Oh, I hate him.
Good. Its feet are turned sideways, and it's walking on the sides of its feet like they're the soles of its feet. And it is just going around wrecking things, pulling things down. Doesn't actually seem to be doing much of, like, major consequence to anyone but the owner of the store. Like, there's not a bunch of civilians in here or anything, but he's just wrecking up the place.
Oh god, it's like Mike Wazowski and Sully had a baby and they were cousins.
Who invited Voltron? Who invited Voltron?
And yes, this is another Dapper Dino original piece of art.
It does look amazing in that. I hate it a lot.
I've always liked sideways mouths on monsters.
Okay, so it notices you and turns and says, "Ah, more friends to play with. Let's come and have fun." And at that point, the mantoids also notice you, and so, let's see. Yep, one of them is going to go up here. The other one will have to take a second move action, but it's going to get
Good lord.
all
I
the way to
took
here.
a peek. Ugh. Thing looks like my ex-wife.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing it off of the map now so that people can see what's happening in combat. But
Yeah.
So if you should probably just check the stream. Anyway,
I did.
only one of them can actually attack you there, Timmy, because the other one had to use up both of its actions just to get to you. So it lashes out with its claws. This is the one directly to your right, and it gets a 23. I think that hits.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
that definitely hits.
Ow!
We're going to get
All right.
our butt kicked again.
Timmy, unfortunately, you have just demorphed and gone unconscious.
Yeah.
Dang, one hit wonder. Son of a so-and-so.
But
That
David,
wasn't a smart idea.
no,
Uh-huh. Is it my turn?
it is David's turn.
Okay. Do. I'm walking towards
And
the
things like
building.
that are why always stick together.
Walking towards the building.
So,
I did stick with Claire.
Kind of, that's true.
What kind of noises do I hear?
So right now, you mostly hear the chittering sound that the mantoids make because the trashing up of the place has mostly stopped.
Chia.
Don't mind
Let's
me
see.
just doing sound effects.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. I'm gonna pull out my pistol.
Okay. So you pull out your jungle blaster.
Cayman Jungle Blaster, activate. All right.
Okay. Can you
All
see either of the mantoids?
No. So I'm gonna hold. No, I'm low at the bottom of the initiative. Even if I held my action out, it would just start the next top. Dang it. Well, I can't go any farther because that's my 30 right there.
Well, you
So
can make
I'm
a dash if you
kinda
want to.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to shoot, and then they could just jump on top of me.
True.
I'm gonna use this wall as cover, hoping they have half cover in this system.
All right, Gary.
Gary is gonna let Bonker do his thing. He seems like he has that situation under control.
You're gonna
Bonker,
pass your turn.
This mantoid is dead.
Oh, that's good. No, I'm moving down here.
Oh, okay.
Come sail away.
Okay, I will move towards this situation. What
I
do
learned
got?
my lesson from the first session.
Oh, it's under. Okay, 40 feet. So that's 5, 10. It's 5 each.
5 each. You can pre-measure using this
15,
comb thing too, by the way.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay.
You can even get down one more and be in melee. Oh wait, no, you have a movement of 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, you can hit this mantoid here if you.
Oh,
All right.
The one that just knocked Timmy out.
Yeah. Well, my rudimentary team instinct makes me want to avenge that slightly.
yay.
So I will
I should-
attempt to bonk the enemy in range.
Shoot, I should have tried punching through the wall. Oh well. We're Power Rangers. We
Well,
got super strength.
Oh, you
Yeah,
just,
I don't know
you just
how-
rolled it, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. That unfortunately bounces off the creature's carapace, doing no significant damage. At which point,
Wowies.
our buddy Mapinguari, which is its name, says, you do want to play. Good. Let's see. And then it.
Dang it.
So it is up to where Timmy is, and then its mouth opens up wide, and it makes a gigantic belching noise, and this sickly chartreuse
Uh-oh.
gas comes out.
Spaghettios.
So let's see, Claire, what is your willpower?
Ooh, my willpower. Oh, I'm so good at that one.
It's like the cop from frickin' 7 Days to Die.
It's 17.
Okay, so you even through your helmet, you smell a horrible stench, but you can fight through it.
Yeah. Listen, I worked at a zoo one summer.
That'll do it.
Fine.
That'll do it.
What is your willpower?
13.
All right. Unfortunately, you start retching and you're going to have some ill effects from this uncanny stench.
Uncanny stench.
Yup.
That's the name of my next book.
All right, David, what is your willpower?
I have a wait. I'm behind a wall.
It's a gas. It flows.
All right, I got a 16.
All right, so you also smell it, and it's gross, but you're okay. You can
Oh.
fight through this.
Wait, with my not from around here perk, can I get an edge on a skill test with breathing in gases?
What does the whole perk say?
You gain an edge on skill tests outside of oh, it's outside of combat. Never mind.
Hey. All right, Gary, what's your willpower?
13.
All right, so you also smell the horrible stench, but it's okay. You can fight through it. Only Bonker has been affected. Bonker?
Robot.
Bad news, buddy.
Lungs.
Bad news. For the next 3 rounds, you have snag on all skill checks.
Oh, shoot.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Why would you put smell receptors on a robot and not give it the ability to turn them off?
Yeah, that's.
Ask Mr. Hartford.
Dang it,
We'll be
Mr.
writing
Harper.
Mr. Hartford a stern letter.
Yeah. No doubt.
Okay, but
Father, why?
Claire, you are
Yes.
up.
Okay, great. I would like to shoot this sucker. That's the wrong button. This one. I'd like to shoot this enemy. I was about to call him a friend. With my jungle blaster.
Okay.
Ain't nothing bad but a jungle blaster. Ain't nothing wrong with a jungle blaster.
Okay. 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 I want it.
Get
No.
it good.
Okay, that's fine. So it's
If
just a
I-
targeting check.
Ooh. Maybe if I sing through it, you'll shoot better.
Smith. Do that.
Nothing
Okay.
wrong with a jungle blaster.
All right.
Hey, I rolled a 21.
So
Yes.
You
Singing
target
works.
it center mass, and you blow a hole in it, and it crumples into a pile of leaking off green, off white.
Amazing.
You shot it with a plasma gun. Dang.
I sure did.
Do you want to move?
He's very dead.
Oh, very, very dead.
Okay, great.
He's been quote unquote destroyed.
If he was
Okay.
any more dead, he would be alive.
I am actually just gonna shift here, hoping that should put me out of the doorway.
Okay.
But I still have line of sight on the big guy for my gun. Actually, my gun has a range of 40 feet. I'm gonna move like this.
I like the way you think.
That's reasonable.
I'm
All right.
real squishy.
It's got a
next up
mass range.
is Timmy's turn, but Timmy is currently unconscious, unmorphed.
Yeah.
The Mantoid is going to just come over here so that he's not occupying the same space as Timmy.
I have a
want to.
quick rule question.
Yep.
Very quick. If you are using a jungle blaster and you are at your longest range band, do you get disadvantage to the shoot like bows and? Oh crap! All right.
Okay. So the other Mantoid is going to take a swing at Bunker, and it rolls a 6. So Bunker, it manages to scrape across your armored shell there, and sparks go flying, but it doesn't hurt at all. You're fine.
He can't get through your armor.
All right, David, you are up.
It's time for a David. I'm gonna try to see what's in the room, so I'm gonna move next to Claire, I guess. I already got a pistol. I already got my jungle blaster. Yeah, I can see those jungle so and so. All right, let's see. Well, I'm already here. Is there an aiming feature in this system that lets you get a better roll? If
So
not,
actually, I believe there
roll it.
is. So let me double check here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
If I can spell the word aim correctly, that would be helpful, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just think AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh gosh.
That's a good helpful mnemonic.
I hate it. Thanks.
I was
That
such a
was-
cool 13-year-old girl with AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh my god. Don't even bring up my
Me
history.
too.
Me 3. I was a wonderful teenage girl with Instant Messenger.
I'm sorry, what are all of you old people talking about?
Oh no.
Shut up, TD.
As someone whose mom used AOL Instant
Oh,
Messenger, I
stop
find
it.
this
So there
entire
is
conversation
aiming
hilarious.
as long as you don't move on that turn. You can take your movement to aim.
Well, that sure didn't work. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot it in the body.
Okay.
All right, or attempt to, of course. All right, so I guess I just press the General Blaster button. No. Difficulty leave as is, I imagine. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Pew pew.
Unfortunately, that is
Black
insufficient
bolts.
to actually hit. And so this mantoid manages to dodge out of the way. It turns its torso to the side and allows your jungle blaster bolt to go past it.
Well, you know what I say about that? 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, that's it for me.
Okay, Gary. Are up.
Gary kind of just goes, "Oh, it's like that time we put eggs in the compost." Oh.
Ugh.
He just backs up a lot bit, and shoots at this guy here.
When in doubt, shoot it out. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Oh man,
You have
so
you shoot your little pink arrow. Well, it's not actually normal size arrow. Right at the mantoid. And how does it describe this? Because you've just defeated this man.
The arrow just kind of bounces off the wall next to it, right through its eye, out the other side.
Yikes! Gross. Okay.
Indeed.
ooh.
Yeah, this is getting to be a grittier Power Rangers than normal.
Again.
I'm okay with it though. I like the comics, and they can be fairly gritty.
Yeah.
I also like the Scyther Inc. Audio drama, which is far more gritty than the comics.
Trini dragon armor. Gonna get
Gary sees that and just, oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Bunker, you're up. Remember, you have a snag this round and the next 2 after.
Dang it.
Can I move Timmy behind me as a free action?
I will let you spend your action to swap places with him. Or sorry, not your action,
Alright,
your move.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay. So
Why am I clicking the video like an idiot?
yeah, it will not work if you quit the stream.
Okay.
That is not how this works. So you can
And
still
then,
use your action if you.
Okay, and then I will.
You aim and shoot at the same turn.
Yeah, as long as you didn't move that turn.
All right, just double checking. I'm
So
new
you-
to this
So
particular
basically,
system.
if you don't move, you can spend some of your free actions to aim.
Okay, gotcha. Well, now I know, and now I'm going to be doing that. Claire, you with me? You want to try that?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so Bunker.
I will bonk the beehole to my left.
Bonk
Or
the beehole
to
is not
my
a phrase I thought I was going to hear tonight.
Both the mantises are at full health, right?
No, those are both gone. They have little skulls next to them.
Oh, good job, guys.
Yay!
Well, I guess I'll just stand here and hold the door then.
You're gonna what?
Wait, did I use it? Did I use up all my movement to switch places?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well I'll stand here and hold the door.
I mean, you can also try to bonk the monster.
Bonk the monster.
Can I?
bonk
Yeah.
the monster.
Do I? Is he? Oh yeah,
And
I
you
do
get
have
snag,
reach.
but like you have reach, but you're also next to him. He takes up a 4 square spot.
An attempt
Oh,
is an
yeah,
attempt.
yeah. Okay, well then I will do that. Submit.
Bonk the monster.
Snag.
Do, do, do.
It's probably. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you did.
You
bonk
don't
the
even
monster.
actually hit it. You just whiff because as you're retching inside your helmet, trying not to vomit, the staff just goes wide. It does not
Oh,
connect.
hold on. Do I have a digestive system?
You don't, but for some reason you can still feel nausea, and you do have a throat,
Okay.
which you
Messed
can
up.
retch.
I at least want to have the advantage of not having puke on the inside of my visor.
Yeah, that's
You're gonna need an upgrade after this.
all right. So now it's Mapinguari's turn, and he laughs and he says, "What's wrong? There a problem there, Red Ranger?" And then he swipes at you.
Oh, heck no.
And so I gotta double check my mic roll there. Okay, and he rolls a 13, which I don't think actually hits.
I'm 17.
All right, so
Like
it just
Jesh.
sparks across. Damn it! Hold on. Okay,
What?
it sparks across your chest, leaving some little burn marks right across there, but it doesn't actually deal any damage. All right, Jungle
You
Beast
fool,
Blue.
You just made me look cooler.
Claire,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Okay. I would like to do the thing where I don't move and I can aim.
Okay, what is your speed?
My speed is 25.
No, that's your movement.
Oh, sorry. You're right. That is my movement. My speed
This Blue Ranger's pretty tough.
is a thing that I
Yeah.
have.
Yep.
Um.
One of your essence scores.
Right
Oh,
next to strength.
geez. My speed is 4.
Okay, so you can take up to 2 free actions per turn, which means you can actually get a upshift of 2. So when it asks you about upshift, go up 2.
Check.
Cool.
I do so.
Okay.
Okay, speed's kind of good.
Okay. Skill shift. Plus 2.
Shift
Mhm.
into turbo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that gets me up to a D8. I'm very excited.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
And for a whopping 10.
Oh, sweetie.
Well,
Oh, no.
unfortunately, that is not enough. You
Yeah.
fire at it, and it doesn't even... I mean, it doesn't even go to where he would have been. It just fails to connect entirely. And he
Oh,
chuckles and
man.
says, "Don't worry, Blue Ranger. Your turn's coming up soon."
Ah.
No, it
Okay.
isn't.
It's Timmy's turn, except it's not because he's unconscious. It's the
Yep.
Mantoid's turn, except it's not because they're all dead.
Okay.
David, you are up. Where
It's
even are
a
you?
David. I'm the black dot. You can't even
Oh yeah,
see
you're
my...
way up there. I forgot how far away you've gone.
I can. Oh gosh, what's my range band? Aha! It's not 75.
He is, however, going to have some cover, so it is going to be a bit tougher because for you, most of him is blocked off.
Boo. Well, let's see how that does with aiming. It's worth a shot.
So what is
All right.
your speed?
Same thing as Claire.
Okay,
It's 4.
so there's good news and there's bad news.
I don't like it.
So you
Instantly.
can get a +2 upshift from aiming, but his cover gives you a -2, or sorry, 2 downshift for cover. So you're just rolling your regular die.
So what you're saying is it was pointless to do this. Okay.
Well, no, because otherwise you'd be getting a -2 downshift, which
Oh, yeah.
is pretty bad.
Specialty, no. Skill shift minus
No, it's 0.
nothing.
because
Well,
it
it's just
evens
0.
out. Yeah.
No change. All right. And difficulty, just leave it as what it is. Normal, I guess. Okay. Pew pew. Same thing as her.
Same
Nothing
thing.
happened.
You don't even connect. Gary,
And I can't move. And I can't move now, right?
Uh,
Okay, I got it.
Hey, I can't even see from where I am. Okay, time to see what we're fighting.
All right, next time.
Oh, what the heck?
You know what? I'm just gonna clutch it next turn.
by the way, guys, I'm so happy that you hate that art so much.
I hate it. Also,
D&D all over
I-
again.
I want you to please know that every time you're describing him talking, all I can see is that giant mouth moving the wrong way and just slobbering everywhere, and
Correct.
it's really, really gross.
Yeah, I like to imagine that he spits when he talks.
I spent like an entire Sunday making that thing.
Very good.
If your goal was to gross me out,
Oh
you
my
were
God.
quite successful.
That was part
You
of
made
it.
that
Yeah.
on the Lord's Day.
Yes, I made that abomination on the Lord's Day.
Domination!
So you spent that whole day making it, and I presume you spent the entire next day rendering it.
No,
Here,
it was
this
rendered
is
on, it was rendered on the
sort
same
of
day. It actually
All
didn't
of-
take that long.
Oh,
All of the atheist content in the world, and I can prove God doesn't exist right here.
If God existed, he wouldn't let Dapper make this abomination.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Checks out.
all right. I'm gonna
All right, Gary, what do you got for us?
gonna try this whole shooting thing again.
Okay.
Well, you know what they say about giant eyes. It's a video game weak point, right?
The great thing is, like, his evasion's not that high, but you guys keep on missing.
You know what? Got it.
Okay. So, Bunker, you're up again.
All
Bonking
right.
time. Oh my god, that's
I'm
perfect.
going to bonk him.
Okay.
Snag. Oof.
Well, you have only one more turn with the snags on, so this guy laughs again and says, "This is too easy, Rangers." And so he takes a 10, 20, 30, 40 step up here because his movement is 40.
Oh boy.
He takes
Oh boy,
another
oh boy.
swipe at Bunker. There's really no point in attacking Timmy.
Timmy.
Well, he rolls a 4, so
Ha! I'm not the only one who can roll bad.
Yay!
Now
finally.
I sarcastically laugh back at him, and they like as a mocking version of what he did. So I'm like,
So Claire, you are up.
Okay. So I realized that last time I was still holding my breath from the terrible stench, and I'm like, oh, that's dumb, and let the breath out, and hopefully that's going to help my aim. So I'm going to do the same thing with an upshift of 2.
Unfortunately, he now has cover against you, so it goes to even.
Oh, shoot, sorry. I didn't.
No, it's fine. It just goes
No,
to even.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move then. So
So that way, hopefully next turn he won't have cover against you.
exactly. So I'm here. So it's just a straight shot this turn.
Got it.
But I've got line of sight.
Okay. By the way, the man
15.
Oh, nice. That does hit. So
Okay.
Nice.
managed to damage him.
I have
Describe how your blaster goes in and gets him.
Okay. I have a question about my blaster, actually.
Mhm.
So it has this alternative effect that's 1 cold.
Yeah. So
Does that?
if you get a critical hit, you can opt to deal cold damage if you would like. Some monsters might be particularly susceptible to different damage types, or they might have resistance to other damage types that aren't cold.
Got it. Okay. So I.
You can also just opt to deal double damage with your energy type.
Okay.
So it's a situational thing. You can deal cold damage if you want, but it's
Okay.
only 1, so it's going to be very conditional. But like it can come up.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's fine. I'm not going to do anything fancy. So I like realize I've been holding my breath and let it out and get into like my proper gun holding stance, right?
Pew, pew,
And
pew, pew.
wait until he has his big toothy maw open, and I just aim right for the uvula in the back of his throat.
Oh, nice.
Oh God, I hope not. It doesn't matter if I actually hit the uvula. That's just what I'm aiming for. So like I hit him in the back of the throat.
His uvula has the little teeth too, the sideways mouth.
Little gummy gums.
Oh man, Jack's kind of mean. All right, let's do it. Let's beat your monster, sir. Oh, it's David time. Okay. Okay. You mean I'm going to do this instead? And I'm going to try to I already pre-measured by the by. That's exactly 30. Is he within range of me punching, shooting, or doing anything to him? Okay. Well, I'm going to do the thing that worked out fine for me first time. I'm going to just
I don't
a
think he has a
second.
throat.
No. No, I know. That's why I'm thinking of alternates. I'm going to try and kick him in the tooth. No, better idea. All right, I'm going to try to do a high kick right in the eye. How do I do that? I'm trying to do a high kick right in the eye. Yeah. What does? Oh, what do I roll? Okay, might, let it all bite. Okay. Hey! I have a special. No, I just have a perk of martial arts, and it doesn't apply to this. Oh, I poked him in the eye. Yay! Right in the eye. Kick right in
Apparently,
the
I
eye.
was muted, so sorry about that, everybody.
Hmm.
I must have like muted to cough or something. So, sorry about that. I suck at everything. Anyway,
Yeah, kick him right in the center eye.
okay.
All
So
right.
he has now been dealt 1 point of stun damage, which is separate from the stun condition, which is a thing.
Okay. Okay.
That's not
Um,
confusing.
I can't
Yeah.
increase damage with personal power, can I?
Not unless you have a grid power that allows you to do that, or a roll
Okay.
perk.
Nope. Moving on.
Okay, Gary, you're up.
I'm gonna just move up here just to get a view of it. Just
can
as ugly as that now as you were before.
Yeah. Just
All right,
like
so he no
last.
longer has cover, but you also can't aim. So, you know,
We can stand on these guys, right?
yeah, that's fine. Well, so technically, that's actually inside his space because he takes up a 2x2.
Got it.
Look, I can aim if I believe in the heart of the grid.
The heart of the grid.
See, it works.
It works. Look, tell me
Heart
what.
of
Tell me
the
what
grid.
happens. You dealt
I
a point
shoot
of
him
damage.
I shoot him in his like right in between his eye and his mouth.
Okay,
Ooh.
so that pink arrow flies right there, and he recoils and says, "Wow, quite Ranger, getting a little spicy today, huh?"
Yes, I do like spicy food. Thank you.
Okay, it's Bonker's turn.
Okay. I
This
will
is your last turn of snag.
bonk him.
Okay. Fail.
Weak.
Yeah. All right. So it's Mapinguari's turn, and he decides that he is going to target the Black Ranger, and he says, "Black Ranger, time to say hello to my claws."
Does this wall give me any cover at all? Since his
Not-
body's mostly over there.
Yeah. So his body isn't actually mostly to the side. That's just how the art looks. He actually
Got it.
occupies more or less the middle of that area, and he rolled a 20, which I assume
Yes.
is in fact a hit. So
Okay.
he slashes at you with his very large
Slash.
claws, with his ridiculously long and spidery fingers, which, by the way, get
Mhm.
longer as they go away from the thumb.
Gross.
Yeah, his pinky is his biggest finger. And so it actually, you can feel the pain. It doesn't actually tear into you, but like you are now like a bit winded, and a whole bunch of sparks fly off.
You can't win. You will not win.
It just laughs at you. That's what you think. Claire, you're up. You might be muted, Claire. I see you as muted. Is Claire not here?
I am gonna not move and use that to aim.
Okay, you get a +2 upshift if you use both of your free actions.
Yeah, that is what I would like to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot it
shift.
in its meaty bits.
+2.
Shoot him in
Shift
all
into
the bits.
turbo.
13?
No, unfortunately, that is not going to be sufficient.
Okay.
So you miss
Ugh,
again, and it
I miss
says,
again.
"What's wrong, Blue Ranger? Are you blind
I'm so
as a bat?"
No, I'm disgusted by your uvula teeth.
Okay.
Yeah.
David, you're up.
Huh?
You're up, David.
Really?
Mhm.
Cool. All right, sweet. I'm going to try to do some things, but first I'm going to move since he can already hit me. 5, 10. I guess there.
Okay, so that'll take you, and that's 20 feet of your movement right there.
Ow.
Yeah.
5,
So
10.
leaving a square adjacent to an enemy costs an extra 5 movement.
Oh.
However, this game doesn't have attacks of opportunity, so
I mean, I didn't really leave it. I just kind of stayed in this. It doesn't matter.
if you leave
doesn't-
a square adjacent to an
Any
enemy,
square. Okay.
it costs
All
double
right.
movement. So
Well, there I am.
okay, you can still attack if you like, and you do have a
Yeah.
free. Your speed is 3 or higher, right?
My speed is 3 or higher.
So you do have a free action that you can use to call your power size.
Do they do any extra damage?
Well, they deal damage that's actually damage, as opposed to stun damage, which doesn't actually reduce his health, but does make it so
All
he
right.
can't move.
I'm gonna summon this. I'm gonna summon the size.
Okay, so call it out.
Heyman size to me.
All right. So 2 side blades appear in your hands, and now, by the way, you can take a downshift to attack twice, a 1 downshift to attack twice because they're light weapons, or you can attack once at the normal.
I'm gonna do 2, Mr. Barker, for 200.
Okay.
All right.
So just make sure you do 1 downshift and take 2 attacks.
Okay, 1 downshift, 2 attacks. Because more is more.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the
Skill
kind
shift.
of monster that you can hit on just the D20 alone. So,
What's a downshift? How do you
So it'll ask you
skill
about
shift?
it'll ask
on
you
the
about a skill
auto.
shift. That's 1, go -1. That's a downshift on that.
-1. D2. Okay.
Okay, that is a hit. Roll the other one for me.
Yes, sir. Where the heck's the button? Button, come to me. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
All right, so that second one is not going to hit, but you do still
okay.
hit him once. So describe that.
I stab him in the eye.
That's going to be a bit much for a hit that doesn't actually destroy him.
I stab him in the leg.
Okay. He roars in rage and says, Black Ranger, you'll pay for that. And it is Gary's turn.
Well, Gary's gonna aim real hard at that eye.
Okay, what's your
Like-
speed?
6.
Wow. So you can get all the way up to a +3 on your dice shift.
Dang. Oh, and I did the thing wrong because I'm used to clicking through it so quickly.
I think there is a back button you can use.
There isn't.
Oh, well then we'll just ignore this roll and you can roll again.
No, you can just press cancel and then do it again. So +3, right?
What does that bring you up to?
1d10.
Yikes.
Yay! Do it.
Hey, you!
do it.
Ugly! Eat this!
Pew 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 pew.
All right.
Nice.
Definitely hit. What happens?
Is this a death hit?
No.
Oh. It just kind of goes a bit awry, hits him in the side of the head. Eye bump.
So his head/eye bump gets knocked to the side. There's a scorch mark. He says, "Ow! The Rangers are kind of jerks." Bunker, you no longer have snag.
What health is he at too?
I'm not telling
You don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
Although, I mean, you can
Right,
just
I
see it on the stream if you really want a metagame.
But you don't
Okay,
know.
I'm not supposed to see that. Okay.
No.
Well, now I know. Well, since I
It's-
don't know what his health is,
I
I'll
trust
do
you
a.
guys not to super metagame, but like you can tell that he's not doing well.
He's blinking a lot. He's got scorch
Well, I will-
marks all over his hair, and he's got cuts in his legs. I imagine.
I will. All right. I will spend a 1 personal power to do a power strike.
Okay.
Ooh. bunker things.
Roll it.
Bunking bunkers.
All
Holy
right.
crap.
This is it. Bonker. How do you do it?
I jump in the air and flip forward like a buzzsaw, probably like 3 times, and then do like a huge down smash on top of his head.
All right. So red lightning erupts across his body as you do that, and he crumples to the ground. And then there's a minor explosion, which all of you turn away from because you're cool and you don't look at explosions.
And I take a pose.
All right. And now it seems like the appropriate thing is to say something like, Jungle Beast victory or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
More
no,
phenomenal.
Whatever you say, Timmy won't hear it.
Well, Timmy actually starts to wake up a bit.
This one's for Timmy.
So,
There's your.
Did we win?
We won.
I
bud.
saw a giant monster. And
We
he
couldn't have done it
funny.
without you, Timmy.
It happened to me too on my first time, Timmy, and I'm a trained
your
police
communicators beep at you.
bloop.
Rangers.
What's the sitch?
Rangers, you're needed back at monitoring station. Please teleport back.
Okay.
Okay. I'll take a picture of this monster before I leave. On my phone.
I want to roll to smash his phone.
What?
Nobody should ever see what we've seen.
So, a whole bunch of people have already seen it, I promise. So
Okay,
I
I'll
assume
have
you
to
guys
kill them.
teleport back to the command center, which, by the way, guys, we are doing a little bit of house rule for the teleporters. So if you have this game, you're probably familiar with the fact that the teleporters have 3 uses. In this case, they actually have 4, and teleporting to the monitoring station is free. So they've actually only used 2 charges of the teleporter, and this won't actually use 1. But they're going to reset anyway because we're about done. So you guys teleport back to the monitoring station. And
Yeah.
Zelkar says, Rangers, while you were helping defend the city, it seems that one of the humans who was out digging may have found a grid crystal. And they're already on their way back towards the city.
Well, what are we waiting for?
We have to stop them.
Well, at this point, there is an emergency alarm that goes off. And so Zelkar says, there's someone broadcasting a signal on most frequencies. It's interrupting radio and television broadcasts around the planet. Put it on the main monitor. And so on the monitor, a sort of very dark colored alien that Timmy you haven't seen, but you guys recognize as the guy in the golden armor is there sitting on
The guy in the golden armor.
Yep, he's sitting on a big stone throne, which you guys are going to see in the end credits. And in front and off to the side is a figure with light greenish skin, some tattoos all over his face, dressed in a robe, and he has 3 yellow eyes, 2 where you would expect them, and then 1 right in his forehead. We're going to leave it off before we actually hear the contents of the broadcast. That's going to be a cliffhanger.
Do you have art for this certainly gross individual as well?
I do, but we're not going to see it today. We're going to see it next time in 2 weeks, because Power Rangers Jungle Beasts will be back on the 18th, guys. And on the 11th, you can see me and Maddie and TD Lane, Maddie who plays Claire and TD Lane who plays Gary, over on Cheshire Vic's channel for Guns, Magic, and Steel, where Maddie runs the game, and I just play a dwarf who doesn't know what hospitals are. So
Everyone was so suspicious of the free healthcare.
Well, no one had heard of it. So anyone else? David, what do you have? Do you have any last words for our wonderful audience here?
Boogers.
Boogers, okay. Maddie, anything that you want to talk about?
I'll be doing a live stream this weekend for some pseudoscience debunking on the oh gosh, I found a Young Earth creationism article on the the natural reactor in
Oh,
Africa.
Oklo.
So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
And another Weather 101 video would be up if my audio hadn't cut out and I have to refilm everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So
Oh,
that
boy.
so Saturday Saturday morning stream and Guns, Magic, and Steel next week.
Awesome. All right, Bonker, what about you? Oh, by the way, Maddie's channel is linked in the description.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Gary?
Pass.
Remember to drink your vegetables and eat your water.
There you go. That means go get vegetable smoothies on ice. Timmy?
Yeah.
I got nothing to say, but I mean, come check us out on World of Akala. Mondays we also play a Power Rangers game, and we're still doing Ice Cold Freedom. So
By the way, that channel is also linked in the description. The World of Akala, where you can find both the World of Akala and Rangers of Power, which is the 5th edition Power Rangers hack kind of game. I think they've had 2 episodes so far. I think they go what's the schedule for that game?
that game will be every other Monday. Not this upcoming Monday, but the next Monday, and then Ice Cold Freedom runs every Monday. So
Okay, well there you go. Guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoy the end credits. They do contain art that will tell you what the guy in the golden armor and what his throne looks like. So, maybe do actually watch them. I don't know. There's also, credits for people who helped out. So, bye everybody. I hope to see you. At the very least, next Wednesday for Guns, Magic, and Steel, and certainly back here in 2 weeks for more Power Rangers Jungle Beasts.